What a night for Indianapolis. We have been waiting for this moment ever since the WNBA draft. And now we are just hours away from the Fever home opener at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Tip-off against the New York Liberty set for 7 o'clock. Good afternoon. Thanks so much for joining us at 4. I'm Jenny Runovich. We have live team coverage for you today. We will go courtside with Dave Calabro, talk ticketing with Anne-Marie Tiernan, and share some family fun for fans with our Rich Nye. But we want to begin today with my co-anchor, Dustin Grove. He's live for us at Bicentennial Unity Plaza, which is really ground zero for all the excitement leading up to tip-off. Hi, Dustin.
Hey there, Jenny. We are about 30 minutes away from the pregame party starting here at Bicentennial Unity Plaza. You can shoot hoops here if you're a ticketed fan. You can get in and play in the bounce houses. There's face paint, a DJ, live music, all sorts of family activities to get pumped up. And then Gainbridge Fieldhouse itself opens up 1 hour before tip. So they're going to open gates up at 6 o'clock. I want to bring in Anne-Marie Tiernan now. Anne-Marie, you know, so this week really is the beginning of the 25th season for the Indiana Fever. What a season it's going to be. Huh?
Well, there's just a lot of hope and anticipation. And, you know, you think about that this league and that this team has been here in our city for 25 years, winning the championship in 2012. But frankly, it's been a drought for the team in the last 12 years. You know, the heyday of Tamika Catchings, you know, we had this four-time Olympian leading this franchise. Now it's a whole new crop. We've got the star rookie with Caitlin Clark, and boy, oh boy, there's no hotter ticket than a ticket to this home opener here tonight.
Yeah, a lot of anticipation for this season, certainly to come out with a bang tonight at home. There's a really special treat for ticket holders tonight, specifically, right?
Right. They're going to have this commemorative ticket for the first several thousand that come in the door, and so that you can really remember this night. And it has with it a spoke note. What is that, you ask?
I had no idea what that was.
Well, let me tell you. So this is where you make a recording. You'd be like, hey, Anne-Marie here with Dustin, and we're here at the home opener, and you can record it, put it on your ticket. It's sort of like a little QR code, and you can reflect on that moment 10 years from now on that ticket and see, put you in this place at this time on this day,
that's awesome.
today.
A memory that'll last a lifetime.
Yes.
That's great. Well, you know, the Fever faithful are not just here in Indianapolis. They are from all corners of the state. We even saw people from across the country here for the pregame last week. Let's go to Rich Nye. He's been hanging out with fans, getting ready for tonight's big game. Hey, Rich.
Hi, Dustin. Yeah, just this afternoon, we've seen lots of people who have come into town, from out of the country even, just to see this first home game for the Indiana Fever. And of course, a big reason, maybe the biggest reason for that, is this #1 draft pick, Caitlin Clark, the star from Iowa, who obviously has raised the level of interest, not just in this franchise, but in the WNBA and even in women's sports, many would tell you. In fact, this afternoon, I ran into a couple here from Canada.
I think the last 2 years, just kind of watching her grow and as an athlete and as a person at Iowa, and then just kind of seeing her lead her team to 2 national championships. Obviously, it didn't end in the way that we wanted it to, but just seeing her grow and just seeing her excel women's sports was just kind of amazing. Especially she used to play college women's basketball in Canada. But
yeah, it just makes it extra cool that women's sports is growing so big because of Caitlin Clark.
Certainly, the incredible attention, the incredible excitement about this season home opener tonight has largely to do with that new #1 draft pick. But this is a team full of hope and its anticipation because of what they've been building now for the past couple of years. Now, if you're coming out to the party tonight, that starts at 4:30. Again, you do need a ticket to get in, but once you're in, there's all kinds of things to do, and you want to stop by the WTHR booth. And you can pick up one of these posters right here that'll tell you all the games that we have on Channel 13 and WALV this year. And of course, the big one is tonight, the season home opener right here on Channel 13 at 7 o'clock. But the party gets started at 4:30, and we'll be here throughout the afternoon for you.
All right, Rich, thanks a lot. So, yeah, we've got fans from New Jersey, from Canada, from all corners of the country, and as you heard there from Rich, around the world. So the Fever began their regular season earlier this week. Not how they wanted to. They ended up with a loss against the Connecticut Sun. So they are hungry for a win tonight, certainly in front of the home crowd. Let's go to Dave Calabro inside Gainbridge Fieldhouse with what they need to do to win this game tonight. Hey, Dave.
Yeah, hi everybody. Welcome live inside Gamebridge Fieldhouse, about 3 hours away from the game. You got to look at this court. Is this cool or what? There's the 25th anniversary logo. They got this place all painted up. They've been working on all the music for the pregame. The intros are going to be awesome. Let's take you to practice earlier today. The Fever spent a lot of time talking about taking care of the basketball. The Fever were 25 turnovers in the opener against Connecticut. That led to 29 points. Caitlin Clark had 10 turnovers in her debut. She was scoreless in the first quarter, ended up with 20 points. We talked with her today. She says you got to forget about game one and get ready for tonight's home opener.
I'm really excited. Obviously, I think the crowd's going to be really good. We're going to need to use it to our advantage. Obviously, the Liberty is a really good team. Our schedule is not easy by any means, but when you're in this league and there's 12 teams, like, everybody's good all across the board. You have to show up every single night. So, but I think the biggest thing is, like, we played on Tuesday, and it wasn't exactly what we wanted, but we got to come back tonight on our home court and have an opportunity to play better.
Yeah, it's been a long time since the Fever won a title. Could this be the year? Their goal is just to make the playoffs and go from there. We're live on the court. The Fever facing New York, another physical team. We'll talk more about that coming up at 5 and 6 o'clock. But for now, can't wait for this big night. There's been some huge moments in Gamebridge Fieldhouse in 25 years. This one's going to be, I would say, in the top 5. Back to you, Dustin.
Absolutely, Dave. Thank you, sir. We'll talk to you soon. So we're ready to get this party started. Much more to come from Gamebridge Fieldhouse and Bicentennial Unity Plaza over the next couple of hours here on 13 News. For now, though, we'll send it back to Jenny in the studio.
All right, Dustin, we know that place is going to be filling up over the next few hours. We will look forward to seeing you in just a few minutes. And we are ready here on set 2. We've got Freddie Fever. We've got the posters. Yeah. Sean Ash has got his red tie.
We're ready.
Yeah, you know, this is so much anticipation, and I know a lot of people are going to be going downtown soon.
Now we need the weather to
right. Will it cooperate?
And I think mostly it will. I cannot guarantee from the time you walk in and when you head home, it's going to be completely dry. But your odds of getting wet, yeah, they're about 30-40%.
Okay, so, that's not bad.
Let's show